Wait, now.
I've been playing the clarinet most of my life. I've been playing since I was 9 years old. And it's my passion and my love. And I'm 52 now, but for most of the time that I played my instrument, I was in chronic pain, starting with my early 20s. And I practiced all the time, and it was terrible because I would practice for hours and I'd be in pain the whole day. And I'd go to the chiropractor, the massage therapist, trying to get better. My hands, they hurt so bad. I went to the performing artist clinic and they gave me a bunch of aspirins, basically all they gave me. And they gave me hand exercises. Well, so in my 30s, I became really stiff in my muscles and it was hard for me to move, so I started doing yoga and that seemed to help. And I was going to a lot of auditions around the country. I went to the principal clarinet audition for the Milwaukee Symphony and I had to lie on ice cubes the night before just to get through the audition. And it's a terrible, terrible thing to be in pain like that this is your life, this is your passion and your gift from God, that you're physically in pain all the time. And when I was 42, I developed acid reflux. And that was terrible too because I felt like I was going to vomit every time I played the clarinet. I was always burping, and I was eating the healthiest diet that you could imagine. I was eating what you're supposed to eat, high fiber, low fat diet. I was eating salads and vegetables, and I was basically eating like a cow. So a lot of raw vegetables and salad and a little bit of meat and some eggs and a little bit of dairy, but not much, and no fat, only olive oil because fat will make you have a heart attack or something.
All of your dairy was pasteurized, right?
Probably the olive oil is pasteurized. And so I found with the acid reflux, I found that I was actually eating wheat. I cut out the wheat and that went away. But 3 years later then I developed an inflammation in my spine that wouldn't allow my hands and fingers to work. And I was really sick, and I didn't know how to eat a healthier diet because I was already eating the healthiest diet of anybody that I knew. And so I discovered that I at the time was just eating a little bit of rye, a couple rye crackers. I was allergic to gluten, so I cut out the gluten. I was eating a totally gluten-free diet. I didn't eat sugar. I didn't eat anything bad. And my inflammation went away, but 6 months later I developed chronic diarrhea, and I nearly died from chronic diarrhea. And I just didn't know what I was going to eat because I was already eating the healthiest diet on anybody I knew. And luckily I found raw milk. I found the Weston A. Price Foundation, the work of Weston A. Price, and I started to learn about kefir and culturing my own kefir, and I ate butter for the first time in my life, raw butter, and I made bone broth soups, and I started eating nutrient-dense foods, and my diarrhea stopped, and my embouchure muscles didn't shake anymore after about a year, and I am 8 years later. I haven't had any pain in my body for 8 years, and at 52, I'm healthier than I've ever been in my entire life.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, hoorah! Merry Christmas.
That's what I'm talking about. That's it, man. That's it.
So this piece is by Telemann. It's the 8th suite, and I really love the beautiful lines in the Largo section at the beginning. And the second movement to me sounds like the mission of raw milk. It's persistent, and it's strong, and it's powerful. And so that's what it reminds me of, what we're doing today.
of the three?
It's got a lot of power. It's a little hard to play after everything that we've done today for me right now, but I'm...
Awesome.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
If you could summarize it up in one statement, what does it mean to you to be able to express yourself through music, to have that ability, which you know you struggled with that. Obviously, you're expressing yourself through music. That's a very important part of of your life. What does it mean to get that back?
Well, what it means is that your body is your body. It's like I mean, if you can imagine feeling like you have a handicap on something that you spent your entire life working towards, to have the ability to play without having that handicap anymore it's unbelievable, because everything that goes on in your mind and your soul and your spirit that you want to give out, you're not being held back by that feeling of not knowing what's going to happen, or that you're in pain, or that you might not be able to play. I mean, I spent years thinking, God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue to be able to play. And I've played all over the country for audiences of thousands and thousands of people in orchestras and chamber music and stuff, and it is the voice of God that you can play music, and to be able to do it without something in the way is really a wonderful gift.
Mm-hmm.